This short lecture is designed to show you how to participate in group discussions. I'm going to show you the steps for finding your groups, for posting content within a group discussion, and for locating the topics that you should discuss each week. Let's get started. I've divided the students in this course into discussion groups. Each discussion group contains 5 or 6 people, and you're expected to discuss some of these important topics with your group every week. The first thing you want to know how to do is to find your actual discussion group. The link for the discussion groups is posted on the main Blackboard menu. And what you'll need to do is find that link that says discussion groups and click on it. Let me show you what that looks like. So here we have the Blackboard page for our class. The main menu for the Blackboard page is on the left-hand side. You can see that right here is the link for discussion groups. Once you click on the discussion groups link, you'll see the group to which you've been assigned. In this case, this is showing that I am a member of Group 1, and I'll want to click on this Group 1 link in order to enter the group page. This is what the group page looks like. Now on your version, you'll see some group member names here. I've removed them in this case, just as an example. Below this, you're going to see some group tools. These are different features that you can use to communicate with the members of your group. And for the purpose of the discussion board, you'll want to click on Group Discussion Board right there. Here we see the group discussion board. The discussion board contains different forums, and a forum is a major topic that you'll need to discuss that particular week. I will create the forums for you. So for instance, here we have the forum that you'll use during week 1. You'll need to click on this in order to interact with your group members. Here we have the forum within the group discussion page for the week 1 discussion topics. Now within the forum, you are going to need to create threads. Threads are individual topics that you will discuss. So for instance, you might create a thread that says Introductions, or Topic 1, or Topic 2. I'm going to suggest that you keep this very simple and very organized. So if you go into the discussion group and someone has already created a thread that says Introductions, don't create a second thread that also is titled Introductions. Instead, you'll want to click on that thread title, the Introductions title, and go into the thread, and then you can add your responses and add your posts to that collection of thoughts. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a page that's very disorganized, that doesn't flow well, and you're going to have to do a lot more clicking in order to read the various posts and to kind of follow the conversation. Here's a good example of a very well-organized forum page. Notice that the students that created this page created a single thread for each individual topic, not multiple threads for every single thought they had on every topic. Organizing the page in this way makes it easy to read, and it makes it really easy for you to locate the information that you're looking for. Here's an example of a less well-organized forum page. Notice that there are 4 individual threads for the introduction topic. Now, if you were going to read through all of the information on introductions, you would need to click on each of those individual threads and dig through them, and they're not going to be connected together, so that conversation is not going to flow. So again, I recommend that you create a single thread. Whoever gets there first creates a single thread for a topic, and then you can post as many comments within that thread as you like. That's going to make it much more organized. So now you know how to access the discussion board itself. But what are you going to discuss? Well, for that, you're going to need the discussion topics for each week. The discussion topics for each week, for each unit, are going to be posted under the unit folder. So the discussion topics for week 1 will be posted in the Unit 1 folder. You'll need to go into the Unit 1 folder and locate the discussion topics, and I think it's a good idea for you to print them out so you have them in hand, but obtain them in some way. So here we are in the Unit 1 folder. All of the materials that you'll need for the discussion topics are located right here in the Discussion Topics folder. This is the Unit 1 Discussion Topics 1 page. At the top of the page, you'll find the discussion topics themselves posted, along with some additional materials that you may need to answer the questions. The discussion topics will be posted in a couple of different forms, usually as a Word document and also a PDF document. I suggest that you print these documents out and have them in hand to make it easier for you to answer the questions. You'll also find the instructions for the discussion board posted here, just beneath the topics themselves. And below this, you'll find other materials that might be useful to you in answering these questions. Finally, let's discuss how the group discussions themselves will proceed. I'll post the topics for each week on Fridays, and you will have all the way until the following Thursday at midnight to make your posts. You're expected to make 4 different posts throughout the week to earn full credit for each assignment. Among those posts, one of them needs to be something original and something meaningful from you. So in other words, you can look at the discussion topics and the prompts and answer some of those questions with good content. That's an original, meaningful post. Another of your 4 posts needs to be a response to something someone else contributed. Now this also needs to be meaningful. It can't be something like "I agree" or "great job." It needs to have some content to it. And both your posts and your responses need to be original, so they can't be something someone else already said unless you're adding to it or clarifying something. The 2 remaining posts that you make can be either form that you like. They can be another original post where you're answering some questions, or it can be another response to someone else's posts. You need to make your posts on at least 2 different days throughout the week to earn credit. So don't put this assignment off until Thursday afternoon and make your 4 posts really quick after everyone's answered most of the questions. Another thing to watch for, even if you're feeling really ambitious with these discussion questions, don't answer all of the content for everyone. Remember that these assignments are intended to be collective and collaborative, so you're all going to work together to answer these questions, and you're all going to need to contribute. So you need to leave space for other people to contribute. Another important thing to keep in mind about these discussion groups is that you will be graded individually on your participation in the group. Your group will not be graded on its ability to answer all of the questions. Now you need to review all of these questions in order to get ready for the exam, but your group doesn't have to review all of them. It's a great thing if your group does get to all of the content and you go through everything together. But if there's a topic that you just don't finish, a question that just doesn't get answered, don't stress out about it too much. You can review it individually to get ready for the exam. All right, so you're now prepared to participate in the discussion groups. Get started as soon as you can. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or post your questions in the Ask Your Professor/class discussion board located on the main menu of Blackboard. Best of luck, and we'll see you online.